I'm just trying to live, I don't know what they mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. At your mama crib ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining, I gotta bitch change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. I spent 30K, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating.
I mean, you said not 10. Yeah, not this time. That was only because I lost by a little bit.
Coach.
Wait.
Okay, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs.
What did I do? Dang it.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
This is funny.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
I accidentally did it.
Nicely bit off. A pretty decent game.
Okay. I accidentally did it.
On second down and 4, Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I saw you were
Duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform.
Ow, I just hit my ankle. Break my ankle.
Now on second and 13, Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
This
now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle. Williams, he was solid in Week 9, the win over Minnesota. 12 carries, 125 yards and a score. But that really only tells part of the story. He broke off a 91-yard touchdown run, the longest in the NFL thus far this season. 23 yards the pickup there. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man, it's Williams. And Williams is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Butker. Wait, yeah, he's going to balance.
This fielded at the 2.
We're at the 10. I was going to run it back. He got a 14-yard return.
Charles, as the Patriots come back out here offensively, gives us a chance to go back to that loss they had Week 9 to Baltimore. So now 8-1. Not going to be an undefeated season, so the 72 Dolphins can take a little breath of relief. Well, they got to worry about the 49ers.
49ers are still out there, but they can order, what they want, right, and put it on ice.
Get ready.
I love the light
So
rain. It looks so
now,
nice.
do you put much emphasis on that loss to Baltimore if you're New England? Or you're like, yeah, whatever, just move on.
I think that they're the team and a franchise that knows how to move on, but they also will look at that tape and realize they've got some things to fix because Baltimore ran the football effectively against them. It wasn't just the quarterback, Lamar Jackson. Mark Ingram gashed them, and when you're able to do that, that opens up the ability to throw the football. And while the numbers weren't huge for Baltimore, it did allow Lamar Jackson to make some big throws that really helped his team out. So if you're New England, you look at that one and say, we do have some work to do. Let's not worry anymore about giving up just 7.6 points per game.
And the schedule coming up, open week, and then at Philly. And you remember what Tom Brady did to the Eagles defense last time he saw him, 505 yards in Super Bowl 52.
Not to mention Dallas visits. Then they go to Houston and home for Kansas City.
Ooh, that's a tough stretch.
We are hitting the stretch drive that is scheduled for New England.
Here's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And his defense looking like they have come to play. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
15 yards now.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession.
You can't roll out with
And now,
Tom.
Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense. Try and get back into the game now.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Ron Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
You would have got
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield.
It's caught inside the 25.
Who was that?
A big play there for New England. 55 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. On second down, Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
That doesn't make sense.
Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they would get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Lucky, number 21.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Frank Clark finding his way home to get the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and that's caught inside the 30.
What?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On first down, Michel. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Just do a run?
And they will run it with Michel. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Brady. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
Need two touchdowns.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
How come I don't have Wildcat?
Last year's MVP, Patrick Mahomes, leading the Chiefs for their next possession.
How come Shady McCoy's not on here?
Let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
Ankles.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
I got 1 yard.
There to stop him, Jawan Bentley.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. Michelle, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Hey, we're pretty quiet. Go Bandit. 3D. Hey.
Now Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. On first down, Michel works his way inside the 30
What's
on a
cover
pickup of
6?
4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 29.
On second down now, Michel. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Ron Thornhill. He's at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Huh?
3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that
you
will make this
okay?
a 19-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
How does Butker?
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Julian Edelman and the rest of the offense back onto the field now. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, Do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. Now Brady. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra.
Dad, I was
in this
streaming
case,
and I
they
got
got to him, and that just doesn't
online.
happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good, but hey, tip of the cap to the D.
I was swerving.
Hey, exit. Shadow.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Brady going to go on 4th down. And this is taken in at the 5.
What?
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. To throw, it's Brady. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots get a score closer. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
Now, I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Letting one go deep for his running back, right, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I pressed B.
Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one out.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And that will be incomplete.
What if number 88
well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Yeah, I probably would go for it.
These 2 offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, check it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Now, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Neil Sterling, 34 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The extra point up and good. And that will make this a
Hold on, wait. What did he say?
19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
So like they're nice. Oh, that's on the
this
1.
This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
So they're comfy, right?
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender.
What?
So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Following the penalty, Michelle. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 1:58 left to play until we hit halftime. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Brady's throw there complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle.
What happened?
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
Yes.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
I'm coming after you. Regular.
From midfield, here's Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Brady going to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
It's complete. James White. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
1 touchdown with 300 yards.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter
Mom, are you
and
gonna
have a profound effect on this game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Check it. General West. Hey, check it.
Now Brady again. That's complete to White. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, as the first half is winding down.
That doesn't make
sense. And the Patriots
sense.
make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in a second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
I don't know.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead.
Right now.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
I have time to do one play.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Devin McCourty picks it off, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Where's Tyree?
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. He was looking for Watkins that time. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Brady, complete to Watson, the tight end. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. On 3rd down, Michel.
Wait, I thought...
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 66.
Throwing now is Brady. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Sugar!
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Sugar!
They'll run on first down. Michelle, and he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. Check your wrist on him. 14-yard line. Rip. 50.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. And Watson has it right side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 2. Reload. Alpha.
Here's Brady. And Michelle will find his way in for a New England touchdown.
Get a touchdown now.
A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy.
Hold up, I need to do something. Kick returner. Let's how about him with 99 speed. And punt returner, how about sorry.
Was this successful?
Saw a touchdown,
Yeah,
too.
it's still gonna be Smith. Where are you on that?
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
What? Oh, Mom.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
For real? How am I supposed to get all these yards?
I don't need to.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And
That playmaker. That playmaker.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll roll him out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael Bennett. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away.
20 yards.
And incomplete.
I need 20.
And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
That's complete to Sterling. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence. In your defense, you know that they're good and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Brady. He's got him in. Complete. It's Julian Edelman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5. Good enough for the 1st down. Now Brady. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
He's a 7th-round pick?
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Oh, you stiff arm.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw, it's Brady. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
I need to block it. I need to block it.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
I need to block
Patriots
it.
have taken the lead. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
The point after try for Gostkowski.
I don't trust this. No.
And the lead is now 2.
I need a field goal.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown.
Tyreek Hill.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown.
Yeah, look.
He'll send this one away.
Oh, you serious? No. Where was Tyreek? Where's Tyreek?
And now here comes Kansas City. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up 4th down. And going deep for Hill.
That was an accident.
And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. We're back now in KC. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for the fullback, James Devlin. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
You're going to win now.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Brady. And with a flag down, he goes down.
He didn't even pass it.
So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move him back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Darren Lee, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Here's Brady to throw, and he'll find his favorite receiver. That's Edelman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Brady going to go on 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Chiefs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lawrence Guy able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Mahomes going to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And no, it's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
The
amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, you're doing a fake spike.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Regular.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady.
Oh, he missed it.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
4th and 20, you're off his
face. It just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And
You
that's
can't
exactly
catch a
what
ball.
he
Think
did
that
there.
factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got a man.
That
It's
was a good play.
complete. Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I got you, bro. I got you.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left.
Oh, that's a
He's going to look
burn.
deep for Watkins.
You can't catch.
And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Forced out to his left. Being chased out left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've
Yeah,
got
I know.
to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted.
Carlos
They'll make the
Hyde.
circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now Hyde.
Wonder
And this
minus 4.
Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Okay.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
How did he make that?
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about
Williams is in for a Kansas City touchdown.
That's bad.
Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So
I
that
got minute
effort gives
50.
them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care
do know.
about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
I need the ball. Oh.
Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
That's so
minute
difficult,
50.
isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though,
Yeah,
they touched
not you.
it before 10.
got this.
Illegal touching is the call.
Tom Brady needing a fourth quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
450. 72.
Now Brady. Flushed out right. Fighting through. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. Gostkowski's kick is good.
Yeah,
and
even
that
if
will tie this game here in the final minute of play.
No, if you're not touchdown.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
And now here comes Kansas City. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They run it again with Williams, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
What's the red line?
To throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now Mahomes, flush to his right. He'll run it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Speed. Move! Fullback!
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble.
7 rushes, 71
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security and in overtime so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. As you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
Throwing now is Brady. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
No, that's fake.
That we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had.
Yeah, I gotta get ready. You won!